Hello everyone, and welcome on my review of the Animal Wisdom Tarot. I apologize for my English in advance. That's not my first language, so there will be some mistakes, so I'm sorry about that. That's the box that the deck comes in, and there are some images of the cards that the deck contains. That's the backing of the box, and it's quite hard box, and it opens up at the side, which is I love it actually, and that's it. It contains a little white book that's actually not so little. On the front there's a trickster or the fool. This deck is a little bit different from a traditional tarot decks because all of the cards actually are renamed. Mostly in major arcana cards the names of the cards are completely different. Not so much for the suits, but the suits themselves are renamed. So the cups are shells, the wands are branches, swords are feathers, and pentacles are fossils. So that's somewhat a warning for all of you. When you see the cards, you will know what I'm talking about. The deck is focused on animals, of course. The elements, water, fire, earth and air, and there are some numeral the numbers have meanings also, a little bit bigger meanings than a traditional deck would. You will see an example when I give it to you. So the book first. The tarot was made by Dawn Brunke. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It starts with a basic explanation what the tarot in general is, and then explains how the deck was made, why the deck was made, and the changes that I just told you about suits and major arcana card names. It continues on major and minor arcana explanations, for suits explanations, the court card explanations, and as I said, the numbers have a bigger meaning than traditionally. And then there's some spreads and explanations how to read them, an example of a reading, and there are meanings of the cards. The meanings are separated by the color, so the feathers or swords are yellow and represent air, pentacles or fossils green, purple or blue it's shells or cups, red branches or wands, and purple, darker purple than the one, it's major arcana cards. So the meanings start with the name of the card in this deck, card number, traditional name that from a traditional tarot deck, for example, keynote, the meaning and the message. The minor arcana cards have a similar description. So here is the name of the animal that's represented on the card, name of the card, actual name of the card, traditional name of the card, elements that are represented by the card, quality or some keywords, the meaning and the message, and the image. The image themselves are smaller than actual cards. So yeah, that's it, that's the book. I love it. That's actually my favorite tarot book, although I have to find the traditional names when I read with other decks. I use this book with other decks because I love it. So I have to kind of switch off and on with the names. So that's the only minus I would give it, but I love it actually. Then the cards themselves. This is the backing. It's reversal. The meanings in the book don't have separate meanings for reversals, but you can use them if you want. The cards themselves, slippery, shiny, glossy, very thin, so if you want to be rough with your cards, these are not for you. The images are quite... they remind me of a illustration in children books, but I actually love it. And there's a lot of color symbolism, hidden messages. There's always, if you have a suit of feathers, for example, there will always be feathers. Feathers. Branches, always branches. Pentacles or fossils, always fossils, and so on. You can always find, even if you don't read the name, you will know what suit the card belongs to. So these are cards in general. Then as I said, the court cards are named. So seers are pages, nurturers are queens, seekers are knights, and guardians are kings. So that's the minor arcana court cards meanings. And I will show you some major arcana cards. Horse or the chariot, rooster, sun, crocodile and butterfly. I think that's judgment card. Justice card, elephant, coyote or trickster is the fool, owl as hermit, spider as wheel of fortune, bull as high priest, whale as the world, honeybee as lovers, cat as high priestess, cow as empress, ram emperor, swan temperance, and I love the renaming to angel of alchemy, peacock stars, and rabbit the moon. And I will show you the 4 cards that usually you decide on if you want to purchase the deck or not. So here's the Hanged Man, Serpent or the Tower, Goat or the Devil, and Moth as Death. There are not many humans or persons in this deck, but these are actually the only 4 cards that contain a person. So here's the boy with 10 of fossils, lion as strength, and here's the lady that usually is drawn on the strength card, messenger of magic or raven, that's a magician card, so it has a magician in its reflection. And the crow or 9 of feathers has a lady hidden in the wing. As I said, the deck contains also a bigger number meaning. Yes, the number meaning. So, for example, 8s represent something that's continuous or never-ending. So they all have infinity symbol in them. For example, here's in the clouds. 8 of fossils has it in the branch. 8 of branches has it here. And that's it. And for example, 5s all have little stars hidden. So here's the blue jay's treasure star. Donkey has it up here as a normal star. And the scorpion has it like a pentacle. So yeah, that's the number meanings. These are the cards in general. I find them very colorful, but that doesn't bother me at all. I find the meaning very clear, very realistic. They put you on the ground, and they are quite harsh at times, but they always give you like a little ray of sunshine at the end. For example, I know that I will not find it right now. But yeah, there's always like, yeah, things are bad, but if you do this and this, oh look, here it is. 3 of feathers, it's quite a sad card for me actually. It speaks about heartbreaking and loss, but at the end it gives you like a little message. Trust in yourself, find your roots and stuff like that, and things will get better. So that's the optimism I was talking about. So yeah, that's the Animal Wisdom Tarot. I hope you guys like it, and I recommend purchasing it, not only because it's a beautiful deck, but also because of the renaming of the cards that give you like another perspective of things, and because the images are really pretty. So there's lots of color. For example, here it's not just a white bear on white snow, it has a lot of color, and even the dark cards are quite colorful. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. There's not a lot of mythological creatures in this deck, but there are 2 of them. So this is actually a dragon, and here's the horse, but I find it's more like Pegasus because of its wings. So these are actually the only 2 cards that are a little bit more on the mythological side. So yeah, that's the tarot of the Animal Wisdom Tarot. So I hope you guys like it. Bye!